This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. Before we get started today, we have a special announcement. We have brought on a new benchwarmer. Now, he's new to us as a benchwarmer. He is certainly not new to you guys because he has been on a number of episodes, and he will be our host today. Please welcome him with us. That is Dave Wortz. Dave, welcome to your first official episode as a member of the Benchwarmer crew.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Even if it is just a way to get out of giving me an official Benchwarmers mug, I am super excited to be a part of these episodes more often going forward. Because this is the one podcast that I was listening to on a regular basis, and even doing the back catalog. So now you get to see in this hosted episode what type of nonsense I have in store.
All right, nice. So
Wait.
what?
Wait.
Go ahead.
So we brought Dave on.
Yes.
So we have one too many Daves.
Well, we have a David and a Dave.
Oh, so if we brought somebody else on, can we also just announce that David's gone?
No.
Well, he reviewed this game, so if it's bad, then he's fired. So
Well, it's been a while since you fired David, so.
These are the Daves you know.
Well, sir, welcome aboard again. And because we figured since you had not really a lot of new jobs lately, we thought let's give you another one, and unpaid at that. So welcome aboard.
Yeah, just the way I like it, baby. Woo!
All right, sir. Well, you're the host, so go ahead. You can take it from here.
All right. Well, welcome to episode 321. And today's game will be an all Benchwarmers episode, pitting the team of Ede and Josh versus Marcus and Walling. So let's start off with you, Ede and Josh. Let's see. Ede, tell us how you've been, what you've been up to. And Josh, you can follow and then give us a team name.
I was at the grocery store today, and there was this lady who ran into somebody she knew directly next to me. And she's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "Good. How's it been with you?" And she said, "Rough." And then immediately follows it with the most awkward statement I've ever heard. And the guy just kept walking. "My husband has cancer." And he just kept going. And I'm just like, I'm just stuck there. She went one way, he went the other way. And I'm just like, what? You just yelled it across the grocery store? And then that guy's like, "Oh," and then he just kept, I'm like, what? Why do I have to be part of this? Now I have questions. What kind? Is he okay? I don't even know the man, but anyway. So yeah, that's my day.
You could have asked at the very least. Why did you just leave it hanging?
So my wife looked at my face and she's like, "You're not all right, are you?" I'm like, "No, I'm literally standing here frozen next to the Oreos." And because she's like, "I think the boys need Oreos." I'm like, if the boys did not need Oreos, I never would have been part of this conversation. Yeah.
Also, has any child needed Oreos? Maybe I'm just saying that because I've been diabetic since I was 8 years old. But, that's just me.
I feel like there's a hierarchy of cookies, and that's towards the bottom.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Josh, follow that.
I can't follow that much with other than letting people know that I've turned 50. That happened last weekend. So
gross.
Yeah.
Snaps for Josh.
I'm in the old guy club, which I had already been telling you guys I was in anyway. But I mean, David still has like 30 years on me, I think. So we're good.
30 decades.
30 decades. All right. So we're still good. Same aches and pains as I had at 49, so I don't know, not noticing anything real different, but
just a little more seasoned.
Sure. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying, just wait. I'm like, my body already hurts. What else could hurt more? Come on. Well, maybe I shouldn't tempt fate. We'll just be happy with general relative health. So I don't have to shout anything across this podcast to make Ede uncomfortable. But I'm going to pass it back to Eric. He'll let you know what our team name is.
I drew a blank on team name, so Josh and I are both Weird Al fans. I mean, that's been stated several times. So he said, name an athlete with the name Al. And you could probably think of 800 other ones, but the first one that popped in my head is Al Iafrate. I don't know why. The greatest slap shot in my childhood, and also the greatest hairdo of a hockey player. If you're driving now, stop the car and Google Al Iafrate, and it's spectacular. So our team name today is Weird Al Iafrate.
Sounds like I'm going to have a little bit more homework to do as I get ready for the school year that starts tomorrow, because I have no clue who the hell that is, but that works for me. So we have the team of Weird Al Lafrate, or is it Iafrate?
Iafrate.
Oh, Iafrate. Okay. Great. Well, let's hand it on over to Marcus and Walling. Go ahead, guys. Any ailments troubling you that you could shout across a grocery store delicatessen?
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to watch Nickelodeon, and Afraid of the Dark was a good show on there. That was a stretch. Sorry, guys. All right. Anyways,
You're too young for those kind of jokes, Marcus.
well, it's football season, so now I'm surrounded by high schoolers all the time. So they told one of them called me Coach Unk the other day. And I said, that's not cool. I said, you call me Coach Ellis or nothing else. And anyways, so yep, football's getting going. I had 2 fantasy drafts this weekend. I didn't get so drunk that I was hungover either day, but today I think I have a collective hangover from the amount of alcohol that's been consumed over the last 2 days. So today was a real chill day, and the phrase "boys will be boys" is a cliche and overused, but very, very properly applied to 14, 30, 5+ year old men who go to a lake house to draft, and then one guy gets speared off of the dock against his will, and another guy got flipped over off the dock and lost his reading glasses. So, just lots of shenanigans last night that luckily I wasn't a part of. So, yeah, we're doing good. And happy to be here for Dave's first game. Welcome, Dave. We had some labor issues with that's why we wanted to avoid getting you the mug, because we hired you because we're having some labor issues with the Benchwarmer's official sweatshop.
I'll write some episodes, and then I'll also get started on making my own mug as well for everyone else too. And Walling, how are you, my friend?
Hello, I'm well. We went to the Chiefs preseason game to watch Caleb Williams run into the back of his lineman a bunch and underthrow balls. Bears looking sharp in midseason form already. I am hopeful that Nolan does not think less of me moving forward, because while we were walking around the stadium to go to get, I don't know, some sort of overpriced concession, right as we were walking to said concession place, we found out that the seats that we were in were directly in front of where they shoot fireworks off for touchdowns. And the Chiefs scored a touchdown. It was a preseason game, so the crowd wasn't like super loud, but the fireworks went off, and I jumped like 10 feet in the air and made a very high-pitched noise. I think Nolan didn't hear me because he was mildly deafened by it, but I'm just hopeful that he didn't see it because he may think less of his father. Other than that, yard work, AC work, kids, clean your air conditioner coils. It'll save you money. And that's my dad tip. Marcus and I we'll get back to Wharf team names later. We ran a couple of them out. We need to give them a little rest. We have been playing a game at work, at our respective works, that it's super catchy. It's super engaging. You do have to buy packs of eggs every now and then just to make sure you can get to the number. But I would highly encourage all of you to download Feed Eggs, and we'll spoil it for you that at 41 eggs, you win. So that is our team name. It is 41 eggs, you win.
All right, so we have the teams of Weird Al Iafrate versus 41 eggs, you win. Great. Uh, all right, let's throw it on over to Dan for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
Today's first quarter will be pre and post game.
Pre and post game. For this quarter, there will be 4 before and after style questions. For example, if I said, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, the answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 25 points.
All right. Question 1. This ex-second baseman who, on a May 3rd game in 2001, was pelted by quarters and golf balls while playing left field for the Yankees, and one of the few MLB pitchers to strike out 4 players in a single inning, doing so with the Astros in 2003. R.I.P.
We'll check in.
All right. Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs, you win. Over to you.
I didn't quite read the question. I pulled a mini Ed, and playing left field for the Yankees makes me think it was Chuck Knobloch. Then that would fit the second half of ours, which we were saying. The first thing I typed to Marcus was dead pitchers and early 2000s second baseman, and we thought, okay, maybe we picked the wrong team name, but I'm pretty sure this is Chuck Knobloch Tavio Dotel.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And I tried to kill someone who's not dead, apparently. Yes. And we're not going to mention his name because I don't want that juju on my conscience.
Now I need to know who it is, though.
Nope.
Nope. Roy Oswalt.
Oh my gosh!
All right. See, now it's not on you, though, Marcus. Now it's on Ed.
Weird Al Iafredi. It's over to you.
Yeah, Josh hit me with Chuck Knobloch, and I'm just, who's the guy that just died in the nightclub thing? And that's Octavio Dotel. So it's Chuck Knobloch, Octavio Dotel.
And the correct answer is Chuck Knobloch, Octavio Dotel. Yeah, that Chuck Knobloch game pitted the Yankees against the Twins and only stopped after Twins manager Tom Kelly personally walked Knobloch out onto the field and begged them to stop. And then Octavio Dotel played for 13 organizations over a 15-year career and is second in most teams played for, being passed only by Edwin Jackson. All right, on to question 2. A wide receiver drafted 20th overall in the 2023 draft out of Ohio State, and a center drafted in 2017 who received his preferred name at 1 year old after watching the Flintstones.
We'll check in.
41 eggs, you win, has checked in.
What you got?
Was Bam Adebayo, was he drafted in 2017?
He was.
So is there a receiver who was drafted 20th out of Ohio State that ends in Bam?
20th overall from Ohio State is Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Okay.
It's not Bam. It doesn't go into Bam, does it?
Well, I mean, the spelling wise, it does.
Yes, the spelling wise, it does.
So so that's got to be it, right?
I will. I mean, this is Dave's first game, but like I said, we all know David Lux approved this game, so this is all on David Lux for the
100%.
So, but yeah, it's got to be Jackson Smith and Bam and yeah, that one. We'll check that in.
41 eggs, you win. What is your answer?
Yeah, 20th overall, 2023. Yeah, this is always Seattle Seahawks legend Jackson Smith-Njigba. And when I sent that, Walling had already had Adebayo, and then we stared at each other for a minute to go, does that work? It has to, because that's the right answer. So we also checked in with Jackson Smith and Jig Bam Adebayo.
The correct answer is Jackson Smith in Jig Bam Adebayo. Yes, Bam's mother gave him that nickname after he imitated the Hanna-Barbera character by flipping over a table. And Smith and Jigba was once asked, "What's the best gift you ever got for yourself?" To which he replied, "I don't know, some type of cactus I bought last week."
What a weirdo.
That's somebody's number one receiver right there.
Such a great response. It was too good not to share for insight, because it'll never be asked in a question. On to question 3. Pro wrestler who launched a wellness brand in 2012 centering around the Ashtanga movement, and a mixed martial artist who was one of the first 11 women to be signed by the UFC when they first announced their strawweight division in 2013.
All right, we'll check in.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs, you win. Over to you.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
The only strawweight gal I can think of is that Joanna, last name I can't pronounce.
Ugh, yeah, I don't know. I know a lot about the wellness policy for WWE, but I don't know which ones had a wellness brand.
Who is in the WWE yearbook as most likely to have started an Ashtanga wellness brand that you can think of? Papa Shango?
Which is what my dad's name is in my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't have anything.
okay. Can you think of any good wrestlers who were named Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I guarantee you he didn't have a wellness brand because his body doesn't scream wellness.
Perfect. That sounds like a great answer.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joanna Jedrazuik. That's what we'll check in with.
Weird Al Iafredi, what is your answer?
This might be the only time that I would be able to get a wrestling and UFC question pre and post game. I was pretty sure that the wellness brand, I know he has yoga DVDs, and that's Diamond Dallas Page. And the only Page I know from UFC is Paige Van Zandt. And I asked Ede if those made sense, and he said, yeah. And he thought it should make sense for her to be a strawweight. Sure. I've seen the name. I've heard the name. I don't know anything about her, but so we're checking in with Diamond Dallas Paige Van Zandt.
He's very nice.
I'll trust you on that.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in with Diamond Dallas Page Van Zandt, and that is the correct answer. Yes, DDP is a 3-time WCW champion and the 4th WCW Triple Crown winner, winning the heavyweight title, U.S. title, and tag titles. And Van Zandt had an 8-5 record in the UFC and was recently fighting for the Misfits Boxing Federation and once starred in a Bissell commercial.
Oh.
Also does bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
And among other things.
Among other things, indeed. Very solid Instagram follow.
Let me get on that.
And on to the 4th and final question of the round. NHL goalie who played his entire 15-year career for the Boston Bruins, and a golfer who was the first person to win the Players' Championship in back-to-back years.
Hey, Dave, we're going to check in.
41 eggs, you win has checked in. Weird Al Iafredi, waiting for your answer.
All right, so the only goalie I can think of for the Bruins that played his entire 15-year career with them is Tuukka Rask. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's not another goalie that's in the conversation for them.
Okay.
Because there's Tim Thomas. He was an older guy when he came around, and maybe 8 years he was there, maybe. But also played with Dallas, didn't go. And then there's other guys like Jerry Cheevers, but didn't play for 15 years. Tiny Thompson is another guy, but also not 15 years. I know way too much about the Boston Bruins as I'm speaking, and I don't like this. But I mean, I think you can go for a reach and go Tuukka Rask, Scotty Scheffler. I think that's the only way it works. So that's what we're
Okay.
going to check in and just leave it at that.
All right, that works.
41 eggs, you win.
We don't know anything about hockey, and we came up with but we did know there's a Bruins goalie whose name ends in a S, and so we thought maybe this is a stretch because David approved it. We went with Tim Thomas Scotty Scheffler. And then both said, we're pretty sure this is wrong, but we're not coming up with other Bruins goalies, so that's what we checked in with.
Correct answer is Tuukka Rask, Scotty Scheffler.
Okay.
Yes, I will tell you, this is the only answer that David did say. Josh might have a problem with this one.
America has a problem with that one.
Now remember, this is Dave. Dave's first game. Let's cut him a little slack.
No, I am, but David Lux approved of this, and
that
you
is
know who
true.
I'm not cutting slack?
Well, in all fairness, he didn't have any issue with the in jig Bam Adebayo.
That's a bigger to me. At least this does when you have Rask, Scotty Scheffler, like it does. Usually we like to see at least a vowel come in with the combo.
Got you.
Not like it does work. It works a little better than
It's better than the Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo. So all right.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler made his PGA Tour debut in 2014 as an amateur at the Byron Nelson Championship, where he shot a massive 221-yard hole-in-one on the second hole. And Tuukka Rask holds many franchise records for the Bruins, but most importantly, had an African wasp named after him in 2015, the Thalmatodrinus tuukaraski.
All righty then.
Josh, do you have the score?
41 eggs, you win has 50 points. And Weird Al Iafredi, we have 100.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
Our second quarter will be the missing link.
The Missing Link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. If a team checks in first via chat to the host with the correct theme before the 5th question, they will earn 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with the correct theme guess. If neither team has checked in with the correct theme before the 5th question, each team can earn 50 points with the correct answer to the theme after the 5th question.
Question 1 in the missing link. This QB holds the Bears franchise records for career passing yards, touchdowns, attempts, and completions, and was voted as the 85th best player in Chicago Bears history.
We can check in.
Weird Al Iafredi is checked in. 41 eggs, you win. You're on the clock.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because it was forever. It was Sid Luckman had all the records from back in the day, and then this guy that you can in any picture Photoshop a cigarette into his mouth, and, that's why we love him. So I think we're both in agreement that it's got to be Smoking Jay Cutler.
Yep. Let's go.
All right, we'll check in with Jay Cutler.
The correct answer is Jay
What?
Cutler.
Hold on.
We
You
didn't give
gotta
our
filter out to us
Oh,
for
God.
our answer.
Dang it. All right,
Sorry?
you're right. Sorry. Sorry, I got caught up on the photoshopping response. All I could think of was like that it's like photoshopping 101. All right, and Weird Al Iafredi, your answer?
So I asked Josh a question, and it's part of the one like quarterback series I was doing for a while. It was like single season Most touchdown passes thrown for the Bears in a single season. Does anybody know who that is? Like offhand, real quick. Like it's disgusting to know who holds the record for most passing touchdowns in a single season for the Bears. But yeah, we checked in with Jay Cutler.
Yes, the correct answer is Jay Cutler. Cutler was once portrayed on an episode of South Park where he met Kyle and Stan, who said, "Nice to meet you. I mean, you kind of suck, but my dad says you might be good someday."
Isn't it Eric Kramer?
It is. It's
Yeah.
it's gross. It's gross.
That is gross.
It's gross.
I've looked at that list too. I was like, I'm pretty sure Eric Kramer is very high on that list.
It's and
awful.
his number is 24. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh,
that's
my word.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rough, and they bring that up all the time here in the Midwest. It's great. Oh, so
They've-
good. And
Because are they the only franchise that has never had a 4,000-yard passer?
Yep.
and every year they say this is that year.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't know if
it's gonna happen this
anybody saw Justin Fields and was like, you know what, this is the year. Except for maybe his first year, and then they watched it and they were like, no.
year. Wow.
Who's good first? Trevor Lawrence or Caleb Williams?
Trevor Lawrence, he's already good. I'll
Good?
hear nothing. Yeah, I'll
Good?
hear nothing of the sort.
That's
It's a
That's
system
the,
thing. It's a system thing.
that's the Bam Adebayo of close to good. Nah, good. Good.
I agree with that.
He's had good season.
Yeah, sort of
Maybe not
for
He's
plural.
the
had
worst.
good season.
He's had good season.
He's had good season.
All right, our missing link answers are Jay Cutler. On to question 2. NFL lineman who was drafted 4th overall by his current and only team in 2013 and is a 2-time Super Bowl champion and originally attended Kilgore University before transferring.
Holy shnikes.
Oh.
Feel good about that?
Yep.
We'll check in.
All right, 41 eggs you win is checked in. Weird Al Iafredi, it sounds like you don't need too much time.
I don't know why I was caught up on Kilgore University instead. I just went right past 4th overall in 2013 and went right to Kilgore University. I figured that would be the easier way. No, 4th overall in 2013 was Lane Johnson.
All right, and 41 eggs you win.
Yeah. I read the first part of that question and said 4th overall in 2013, 2-time Super Bowl champ. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is Lane Johnson. And I think at Kilgore University, I'm pretty sure he played quarterback. And then you go to Oklahoma and they were probably like, you're too big for that. Let's put some weight on you. So yes, also checked in Lane Johnson.
The correct answer is Lane Johnson. Yeah, that Kilgore University was just there for misdirection's sake. Lane Johnson was part of WrestleMania XL, and he teamed up with his teammate Jason Kelsey to assist Rey Mysterio and Andrade to win their match against Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which was awesome. It was very good.
I mean, King Cuerno. So that's what I
Oh,
refer.
even better. All right, our missing link answers are Jay Cutler and Lane Johnson. Question 3. Defensive back drafted in the second round of the 2003 draft out of Bethune-Cookman University by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He would go on to play 13 seasons in the NFL and is the career franchise leader for the Jaguars with 104 passes defended and 30 interceptions, 3 of which ended up as touchdowns, also a franchise record.
Go ahead. I trust you.
Well, I didn't know. Ede was looking like he might. All right. Are we gonna 3-2-1 this? This is kind of a weird name to do it on. Do you want to do it?
I mean, are we gonna both say yeah. All right, ready, go.
3, 2, 1.
Rasheed Mathis.
correct answer is Rashean Mathis. Yeah, one-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro, earning that achievement in 2006. Yeah, I like that as a 3-2-1. That was
I
sexy.
mean the Jack when you throw in Bethune-Cookman, there's
Right?
there's very very few names that you're just like, oh, that was number one at the
Kilgore
top of the list.
University. Come on, Marcus. All right, our missing link answers are now Jay Cutler, Lane Johnson, and Rashean Mathis. Any check-ins? No? Okay. Question 4. This player was considered one of the top 3 pitching prospects in the 2007 MLB draft, alongside the likes of Rick Porcello and Madison Bumgarner. Though he would fall to be a third-round pick, and in his 2012 MLB debut, he would have 11 strikeouts and 2 hits, being the first to accomplish this feat in the modern baseball era.
You want to go with that one?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Dave, we're going to check in.
41 eggs, you win as checked in. Weird Al Iafredi, you are on the clock.
I am drawing a blank. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Matt Harvey did it, but I don't think 2012. I thought it was before that. Maybe not. Maybe it is Matt Harvey. I don't know.
I got nothing else. If you at least pinged on Matt Harvey, I mean,
Everything as I get older, I realize that everything that happened not that long ago feels like it's happened really long, like way longer than it probably has been. So in my head, this was so long ago because he's already done.
I mean, it was 13 years ago, which
Exactly. Well, that's
in terms of baseball, that is like most careers are done within that time frame.
Gross. Yeah. So I got nothing else. So we'll just say Matt Harvey.
All right, and 41 eggs, you win.
We went with a similar time frame and a very similar team, but a different player. We kind of had it pegged on, like that roughly 20. 30, I was thinking who did the Royals play against in postseasons around that time? We went with another guy from the Mets, and we checked in with Jacob deGrom.
The correct answer is Matt Harvey. Yes, Harvey retired from the MLB in 2023 and now works as a managing director for commercial real estate giant Newmark. And a job that he takes so ridiculously seriously that he ended his relationship with supermodel Monica Clark due to this obsession.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah. Yes, and now our missing link answers are Jay Cutler, Lane Johnson, Rashean Mathis, and Matt Harvey. All right, on to question 5. This receiver drew the ire of NFL Network analyst Steve Smith Sr. in the 2023 season when the two got into a verbal altercation, leading to Smith Sr. calling him, quote, tier 3 receiver that no one should ever trade for.
We are going to check in.
All right, 41 eggs, you win as checked in. Weird Al Iafredi. We await your answer.
That's why am I blanking on his name? Dude for the is he still on the Browns? The Browns. Jerry Jeudy. Sorry. Oh my God.
Okay.
That's it. We'll check that in.
All right, and 41 eggs, you win. What is your answer?
Yeah, this was we had a feeling that this could be the name to go for at this point. But yeah, I remember this. And I gotta be honest, Steve Smith, I love Steve Smith, the football player. The talking head Steve Smith, I'm like, just shut up, man. Like You don't need to be doing this. So,
Yeah, he's trying a little too hard.
well, not anymore. He's not because
No.
he's got his own problems. But yeah, we are checking in with Cleveland Brown legend Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, the correct answer is Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy was traded to the Browns for a 2024 fifth and sixth round pick in that year's draft, which the Browns used to select a legendary haul of Alabama defensive back Chris Abrams-Draine and Oregon wide receiver of Troy Franklin. So, missing link answers are Jay Cutler, Lane Johnson, Rashean Mathis, Matt Harvey, and Jerry Jeudy. Both teams have sent in an answer. One team has submitted a correct answer. That is 41 eggs, you win. Weird Al Iafredi, I'll give you a little bit more time to come up with a correct response.
I got nothing. I am terrible at this, and you know that. So
Jerry Judy's the giveaway. Yikes.
Right.
So we were not right with, what did you send?
Villains? So if Judy's the giveaway, are these...
Or Jerry is the giveaway. But
are these
Jerry
famous judges?
Judge Judy. Is there a Judge Mathis?
There is.
Is there
now that you say that, yes, there is a Judge Mathis.
Is there a Judge Harvey?
No idea.
Is that a thing?
Is Steve Harvey a judge once?
I don't know.
Famous TV judges. There is a Mathis. There is a Judy. Yeah. Is there a Cutler? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Is there a... Who were the other ones? Harvey?
Harvey, Johnson, Mathis, Harvey. Yeah, Judy. Cutler, Johnson, Mathis, Harvey, Judy.
No Wapner?
No. That's better than nothing. So if you want to go with that,
Judge Lane. Judge Lane.
Oh,
that's Mills Lane.
Was he a judge?
He was a judge
before he. Okay.
I think it was after. I think it was afterwards. He was on.
Well,
was like
then
Judge
that would
Mills
be
Lane.
That's three of the. Well, Harvey Dent was. Well, he was a lawyer. Did he? He didn't become a judge.
Was there a Harvey? I don't know. Anyway,
let's go with it. You got three that.
Yeah.
hit.
We'll go with TV judges.
All right, Weird Al Iafredi has checked in with TV judges. Go ahead, 41 eggs, you win. Tell us your missing link response.
Yeah, Mathis was the one that got us thinking about it. There's really the only other thing I can think of with Mathis was Judge Mathis, and then Mills Lane being a judge, Judge Mills Lane. Judge Harvey, I didn't think of it, but Steve Harvey does have a judge show. So
does he really?
Yes, he has a show for everything, including a judge show. So so I think that's the Harvey one, and then Marcus, like once we submitted it, he goes, the last answer is definitely going to be Jerry Jeudy, isn't it? And so we had been waiting for it, and so we had checked in with TV judges.
The missing link answer is TV small claims judges. Yes. Cutler's Court with Dana and Keith Cutler. And then you had Judge Mills Lane. I did have Gord Lane as an answer, but I thought no one will get that. Then Mathis Court with Greg Mathis and Judge Harvey with Steve Harvey, which was on the air for maybe 5 episodes. And then they quickly took that off Fox. And then, yes, of course, Judge Judy and the often forgotten Judy Justice. With,
love it. Still watching it.
Shineland. It's great that those judges' robes is so fire. And I love Judge Judy. Definitely have a soft spot for her.
Same.
Yes. And they did check in. 41 eggs you win did check in with the correct answer after the third question.
Where is Harvey Dent?
Judith Shineland?
You want some scores, Dave?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, it's definitely a lot closer now. 41 eggs you win is at 230, And Weird Al Iafredi, we are at 250.
All right, let's go to the halftime show.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
For this halftime, I have athletes who hosted game shows. So I will give you the name of an athlete, and you have to tell me what game show they hosted. Question 1, gold medalist Apollo Anton Ono.
It's hosted or appeared on? Oh, geez.
Hosted.
Dave, we're going to check in.
All right, 41 eggs you win is checked in. Weird Al Iafredi, you can talk it out.
Really?
I think he did. It was like Minute to Win It. Wasn't that? Was it? Who's that other guy? The dude with the spiky hair, the diners guy.
The Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah, that guy. Didn't he do that too?
Well, he did it. You think
Yeah.
Ono did it?
I thought he did it too. No,
I don't know. I don't remember that, but maybe he did.
I think because it not like I want to say when spiky hair dude Smash Mouth singer Guy Fieri when he did it it was on like NBC, but when Apollo did it, I want to say it was like on Game Show Network.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't have anything with this one.
All right. We're gonna chicken with Minute to Win It.
All right, and 41 eggs you win. What's your answer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the prerequisites is you have to be a big fan of what is it? The little tiny chin,
The flavor
patch,
saver.
Yeah. You can only all their hosts have to have soul patches. I also believe Minute to Win It was the correct answer because my kids used to like watching it, and I always thought he looked super douchey. So check in with that.
I'll also say right now, a team name of Oh No Soul Patch is great. The correct answer is Minute to Win It. Actually, there are 2 answers because he also hosted Spartan Ultimate Team Challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't think anyone was going to get that one.
I like Shane Gillis's Guy Fieri esque character, where the show was called The Grill Sergeant.
Oh, no.
He was just in town recently. I was wanting to go see it, and then I saw the ticket prices.
Oh gosh,
and I said,
I can
no
imagine.
thanks.
No.
Question 2, Pro Football Hall of Famer Lynn Swann.
Oh, Marcus's favorite.
Gosh, what a time. That was so long ago. So long ago was my first rant. I'm pretty sure.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, Weird Al Iafredi is checked in. 41 eggs, you win. You can talk it out.
Well, I don't think you or I think we can agree that neither of us know the correct answer to this.
I agree with your agreement.
Okay, so we'll say that he hosted a short-lived show, and they couldn't think of anybody better to host a show called Undeserved. And that's what we're gonna check in with.
Okay. Both teams checked in, and the correct answer. Oh, sorry.
What?
Go ahead, Weird Al Iafredi. What is your answer?
So I actually know this show from when oh my God, Peterman hosted it. John O'Hurley. Because this is like it's so stupid. It's like there's 3 people and they're all like trying to lie. Anyway, yeah, it's called To Tell the Truth.
The correct answer is To Tell the Truth. Yes, Lynn Swann was actually the first host of that show, I think for a season or 2, but was later replaced by Alex Trebek. So talk about an upgrade there.
I've watched the version hosted by Anthony Anderson.
Yes, that one too. Yep.
You know what? I think I just actually heard something about this because John O'Hurley was in town with the actor who played the Soup Nazi. They were both in town, and they were featured at a Saints game just this last week, and they were on our local sports morning show, and I was listening, and I think he talked about this. So,
Oh, that's funny.
I wasn't going to get the answer, but as soon as now that you mentioned that he was one of the hosts,
if you've ever watched To Tell the Truth, it really is a stupid show, but it's especially awesome. So basically 3 people come on in. They all are claiming to be one individual that did something really cool, right? Yeah. But the 2 people that are not that person, there are some of them that just completely suck at lying, and it is awesome watching them fail, and then watching the celebrity panel being like, okay, it's definitely not you, and just like call them out on TV. It's so good.
It's surprisingly enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I would watch Undeserved, hosted by Lynn Swann. I think I would watch that.
Yeah. Hey, his first guest is Kurt Warner.
Gary Carter episode 2.
Harold Baines, is he in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, he's on every episode. He's like,
is he
he's the Paul Schaefer? He's the music guy.
He's the musical guest.
On to question 3 of halftime. Former NBA champion Dwayne Wade.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he did that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to convince you anything else. So.
All right, we'll check in.
Weird Al Iafrate has checked in. 41 eggs. You win. You can talk it out.
The box was a video jukebox channel, so I don't think that was it.
Yeah, I was like, it was either the box or the Cube.
The Cube is definitely
Cube 93 was the hip hop station in Seattle, all when I was growing up. So I have very fond memories of Cube.
Speaking of Cube, did you see that the Goodyear blimp was flying around Los Angeles the other day for the Big 3 finals and displaying Ice Cube's a pimp on the side of it?
I guess that's what you can do when you're the head of the Big 3 question mark.
Yeah, I guess. He finally has enough pull to be able to rent the Goodyear blimp. Okay, the Cube?
Yeah.
All right. Weird Al Iafrate, what's your answer?
Not to be confused with my favorite Nintendo system and the ugliest vehicle ever made, the Nissan Cube. But yeah, it's the Cube.
Don't forget those awesome like direct to video movies, the horror movies. The Cube was also great too. Yeah, correct answer is the Cube. It basically was a minute to win it. I have really nothing impressive to say about the Cube, but I do want to say I really wanted to put Ahmad Rashad, but I didn't think anyone would be able to guess Celebrity Mole, Caesar's Challenge, or Tug of Words.
Yes, I knew he.
No,
I would have just said
guess.
Inside the NBA. That's all I would have said.
Inside Stuff. It was an NBA.
Yes. Oh, was it?
Stuff,
Yeah,
right?
was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the Box.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
different
that's the
video.
X-rated
That's a different video.
version of that
with,
game.
with Ahmad Rashad, I feel like that's still fair.
Tug of Words sounds like OnlyFans for librarians.
People who really, really love rare books.
That's why. Hold on, I gotta write this down. Tug of Words. OnlyFans for librarians. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. Oh man!
Wow.
Oh my
I
God,
subscribed to some great.
I'm
Tug
not
of
sure this will
Words.
actually make it, but ooh,
It has to now.
yikes!
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Wow.
Oh man, I got problems, man.
Oofda. All right. Well, after halftime, these are the scores we have. 41 eggs, you win. Is at 280, and Weird Al Iafrate is at 325.
Now on to the second half. The third quarter will be sporting haikus.
Oh.
Sporting haikus. For this quarter, there will be 4 questions in haiku form. Each question is worth 25 points.
Question 1. First on Warple Road, 1877, strawberries and cream.
What the hell is this? I gotta see this.
Well, then you know well.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes. I know exactly which one you're talking. Yes.
Berries and cream.
I love that you saw the hand movement and you got it from that.
We can check in.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs you win. You can talk it out or dance it out.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
I hate that. Stop it.
Now it's gonna be stuck in your head for the next 3 days. Oh no. So I really didn't know until the strawberries and cream, and then I'm like, oh, that's and I was going, it's and then Walling just put Wimbledon question mark, and I went, yes, that's it. So yep, we checked in with Wimbledon.
And Weird Al Iafredi, your answer?
Yeah, we Ede and I kind of got there right at the same time, and we also said Wimbledon.
Correct answer is Wimbledon. The strawberries and cream tradition started due to Wimbledon coinciding with the strawberry harvest in the 19th century. On to question 2 of sporting haikus. What am I? Rivalry trophy, Oklahoma/OK State, pandemonium.
Yep.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, 41 eggs you win is checked in. Weird Al Iafredi, you can talk it out.
Oh,
He wants the name of the trophy, right?
I think so. Rivalry trophy.
It's the Bedlam Bell. Thank you, college football 25 and 26. Right? It's a bell?
I don't remember. I don't know that one that well, but if you...
Pretty sure it's a bell.
All right.
We're going to check in with the Bedlam Bell.
All right, and 41 eggs you win. What is your answer?
I have a friend I work with is a huge Oklahoma State fan. Has a lot of obnoxious orange in his wardrobe. So we learned a lot through him. So we're checking out Bedlam Bell.
Correct answer is Bedlam Bell. Yes. The first game was held in 1904 at Mineral Wells Park in freezing cold temperatures and blistering winds that at one point saw a shanked punt ball go flying into a half-frozen creek, followed by both teams fighting to recover it. And it was a really close game. OU won 75-0.
Real nail biter.
It was cold, so yes.
Oklahoma, almost frozen creek. Must have been a pretty shallow creek.
Come after me.
I'm a man.
All right, on to question 3. What am I? 22 world teams. Cavendish broke a record from Florence to Nice.
Yes? No?
Oh, you sent me something. Sorry, I was looking at the main chat. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll check in.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs, you win. You can talk it out.
I mean, if it's Cavendish, then the only thing that I can associate with him is Tour de France. I think that's how they say it in France.
Or was that video of all the Miss Universe women shouting out their country? And I was like, that sound shouldn't come out of that face. Yeah, I would think so. That's kind of the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, thanks. Mark Grenier taught me everything I need to know about the Tour de France. So, with apologies to France yet again for another episode. No? Okay. Then thanks, Mark, and we'll check in with Tour de France.
All right, and Weird Al Iafredi?
Cavendish made me think of Tour de France, and then good thing I didn't look at the cities because I would have not been it. Anyway, yeah, Tour de France.
Correct answer is Tour de France. Yes. Mark Cavendish just earned his 35th stage victory at that point, breaking the previous record of 34 set by Eddie Merckx. Yes. And Cavendish is named after a banana.
I was going to say, I'm built differently because when I heard Cavendish, I thought bananas.
On to question 4. Who am I? Hall of Fame wrestler, Greetings from Asbury Park. Flames on gear and skull.
We can check in, Wong.
All right, 41 eggs you win is checked in. Weird Al Iafrady, you can talk it out.
Who was the?
Oh, that's Bam Bam Bigelow. Flames on his head.
With the flame tattoo on his head. Yeah.
Yeah, he was covered on Dark Side of the Ring. I was waiting for that. Anyway.
That's different than Bam Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that would probably also didn't work. So, yeah, no, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
All right, 41 eggs you win. Your answer?
Yeah. Greetings from Asbury Park. The name of the finish, and as soon as you said that, I said this can only be Bam Bam Bigelow, the star of Major Pain. That's what you checked in with.
Yeah, the correct answer is Bam Bam Bigelow, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Bigelow's finisher is a reverse pile driver, and he got its name from one of Bigelow's pro wrestling occupations. He was a bodyguard for Bruce Springsteen. It was awesome.
One of my favorite spots of all time is Taz and him going through the ring. That's the best. I love that, and every time somebody else tries to do it, I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Him hurling Spike Dudley as well.
Oh gosh, into the crowd. Yeah, all 150 pounds of him.
Oh my God, that was nuts. He threw him like 30 feet. It's like insane.
All right, at the end of the third quarter, 41 eggs you win is at 380, and Weird Al Iafrady, we are at 425.
And that brings us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
All right, the categories for the fourth quarter are way back in card games, get up in the NBA, get out of here in the MLB, and gone in the NFL. So now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, let's get to the questions. Question 1. What popular trick-taking card game with decks usually consisting of 24 cards originated in Europe in the early 17th century and typically is played in pairs, though it can be played in singles? Some terms from the game are bowers, muckers, and trump suit.
We can check in.
Weird Al Iafrady has checked in. 41 eggs, you win. You can talk it out.
Not super familiar with the game, but playing a little bit of game theory here. And I think I know a little bit about the game. But big game in the upper Midwest is euchre. And so that's what I think this game. And I'm pretty sure it's a trick-taking trump suit kind of smaller deck game. So I think we can go check in with that.
Yeah, it's so funny that you say that, because even though I think the show itself has gotten worse since they're on a big network now, I still listen to the Pat McAfee show, and they've been talking incessantly at the end of their shows about how they have been playing euchre a lot lately, and they've definitely said trump suit a bunch. So yeah, okay. I'm with you on that.
All right, euchre for 80 points.
All right, and Weird Al Iafrady?
Well, living in the upper Midwest, and I lived in Hammond, Wisconsin for 7 years, and at our village festival, there was a euchre tournament every year, and me and a buddy in town, we would always team up. We never actually won it, but yeah, we definitely played in the euchre tournament. So we were also checking in euchre, which is a great game if you are looking for a card game to play with some friends. We wagered 100.
Yeah, that was my subtle nod to the category titles as well. The correct answer is euchre. Yeah, the trump suit is the winning suit of the deck. The bower is the jack of the trump suit, aka the highest ranking card. And the mucker is the person that names the trump suit, aka the maker. And the World Series of Euchre Championships always takes place in New Glarus, Wisconsin. And I did have this year's winners, but I thought last year's winners was way better because the team of Dick Faldo and Davidson Love III won a 2-1, beating their opponents of Sev Hemostaros and Tubby Waldorf. 4 names you just couldn't pass up.
What'd you say about the Bauer?
Jack of the Trump suit.
That's the right Bauer. Because the left Bauer is the...
During this part of the recording, Josh talks about euchre. He goes on for what seemed like hours. While editing, I noticed it was just a few seconds. Long story short, we cut it out. You're welcome.
That'll get cut probably anyway, because it's irrelevant information.
Correct.
Jesus. I actually know something in...
Just
Now
leave
it might
that part
stay.
in.
It might
Just
stay
leave,
now.
No, just leave that last part in. It goes, that might get cut.
Oh, Jesus. Gay.
Just cut it all out. Just,
Or just
yeah,
put,
that might get
put
cut.
a long whistle in after I say this is going to get cut out, and then come back with me saying, Jesus.
Scores are a little bit different, but not too much. On to question 2 with Get Up. The record for the highest NBA vertical leap is 48 inches and is held by 2 players. One is the Jumpman himself, Michael Jordan, who is the other. He is a former Utah shooting guard whose accolades include an NCAA championship with the 1980 Louisville Cardinals, the winner of the 1981 Rookie of the Year award, and at one point was the all-time leader in three-point shots made. Bonus clue for you. This question made David Lux very happy.
Oh, my.
So he's Jewish.
Jim Rice?
Dave Parker? All right, we'll check in.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs, you in. You can talk it out.
All right. I think we're close.
Gosh. Okay. Well,
It's either...
I can even name some of the rookies of the year like around that time. Like I'm pretty sure Terry Cummings won in like 1982, and then Chuck Person won it in like 86, I think, 85 or 86. I don't know who won in 1980. My Utah Jazz knowledge is like starts at like 1990.
Yeah, when they were Karl Malone and John Stockton and
When they had
company.
When they had 2 of the worst people that they didn't know it on their team. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have this.
Well, let's go from
Not
the
fair.
other direction.
Okay,
And try
David.
to think of things that would make David happy.
Yes.
Um,
I like what you came up with.
okay, all right. So then I think this is the name that is most likely to make David happy. It has all the things David loves. So we're going to check in for 100 points with Maccabee Cohenbergstein.
I was going to write that down, but I don't even know how to go about trying to start spelling it.
And we checked in with that for 100 points.
For 100 points, yeah. For the maximum amount of points we could.
Right. And Weird Al Iafredi, what is your answer?
I mean, we thought about Maccabee, but,
Right.
you know,
He might have aged
we
out
think
a
he
little
only
bit.
had a 47-inch vertical.
Yeah.
He was just shy. So, by the way, the answer here, I have no idea why this answer made David Lux happy, and you don't either, right? Like, it doesn't.
Was he in like the Adam Sandler Hanukkah song? I don't know. Like it's all I can think of.
But we both at almost the same time typed the last name Griffith, because I was working on the early 80s Jazz shooting guard because I was alive then, and Ede was thinking of the Rookie of the Year list, and so we do believe this is Daryl Griffith. So we checked that in for 100 points.
Point of order, I'm pretty sure he went by Maccabee Cohenbergstein after his playing career.
The correct answer is Daryl Griffith. Yes, Dr. Duncanstein played all 10 seasons in the NBA with the Jazz. And when he made that all-time leader of three-point shots, he had 92, ended his career with 533 pointers. And he is well outside of the top 250 now, with Nikola Vucevic and Kobe White holding the bottom spot. Yes, this, like, when I wrote this question and David reviewed it, he was like, "Oh my gosh, Dr. Duncanstein!" exclamation points like crazy. He was quite smitten.
Well, I guess with Duncanstein, I guess, but because
it's Stein.
But is he?
I don't think he is.
I had Sleepy Floyd on the brain because I watched the movie Freaky Tales today on HBO, and it is the weirdest movie I've ever seen in my life, but I highly recommend it.
Is that the book that you rented out of the OnlyFans library?
Oh, on a Tug of Words?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Freaky Tales.
It's like a story about Oakland in 1987. And one of the plot points is that Sleepy Floyd game where he went off that we had as a question not that long ago. And it was a weird movie.
Okay, so David was excited about a Jewish sounding nickname.
He made it a point. He's like, you have to make sure you say Dr. Duncanstein.
You have to make sure.
You have to make sure. This is very important to me.
Okay, how did you put it in the question? He was very excited? What did you say? He was
Yes.
very happy.
Very.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Have
David
to
was very happy about a
Well, I was
Jewish
like,
sounding nickname.
If I put
Yikes.
Dr. Duncanstein in the thing, I thought that was that's a dead giveaway at that point.
I've never heard that in my life.
You never
I'm
heard
not
Dr.
sure.
Duncanstein?
No.
I mean, once again, he mostly played, most of his career was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Hit 3 career dunks.
Yeah.
He just could jump high and
crowd
chose
win.
not to.
Right.
That would be wild.
He only jumped high to get rebounds. He didn't do it to dunk. He didn't want to show
He was a
off.
set shooter. He didn't even jump.
He just jumped high to shoot the 3-pointer. Yeah,
Yeah,
He wanted to get up over every
unblockable.
defender.
Maccabee was actually Dr. Layupstein.
That's layup.
I'm not even writing any of that down.
He played below the rim.
Good.
All right, we'll move right on to question 3 and get out of here in the MLB. What Milwaukee Brewers second baseman in his second year playing in the majors has already hit 3 grand slams in his career, 2 of which came in 2024 during an 8-game stretch where the team hit a total of 5 grand slams in that span?
We're going to check in.
41 Eggs,
Okay.
You Win has checked in. Weird Al Iafrady, you can talk it out.
I'm good with that if you're pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I have a stack of his cards sitting around here somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's Bryce Trang. So that's what we'll check in for 100 points.
All right, 41 Eggs, You Win. What's your answer?
Yeah. I don't know if at this point we need to have like a cash register sound or something and say that gambling has once again helped me answer a question on this podcast. I know that the Milwaukee Brewers second baseman, who against righties hits high in the lineup and against lefties he definitely does not. We also checked in with Bryce Terang for 100 points.
The correct answer is Bryce Terang. Yes, and David, when he reviewed this, was like, you might get a who response out of this answer. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to be watching Bryce Terang because that guy is electric. He is awesome. And because of that Grand Slam fun in 2024, they nicknamed the AmFam Field to Am Slam Field, which no one enjoyed.
Does anyone actually call it AmFam Field?
It honestly, it is mellowed out, and it gets now just AmFam. They don't do the field part. It still gets a Miller Park
I
here
was
and
gonna
there,
say,
but
I gotta imagine a lot of people still call it Miller, right?
yeah, and every once in a while you hear a county stadium from some
Jeez.
person that probably should be dead at this point.
Oh, David is on there talking about County Stadium.
Jeez.
Sorry, David.
I'm gambling again.
All right, no change in the scores, so we go right on to question 4 in Gone. In the 2012 draft, the Cleveland Browns selected a quarterback, running back, and wide receiver in the first 100 picks, none lasting more than 3 years with the Browns. Name 2 out of the 3 players. One was selected at pick 3 and was last seen playing in 2022 for the Liga del Fútbol Americano Profesional. Another selected at pick 22 last played for the Houston Texans in 2018, and the last selected in the 4th round out of the University of Miami, and did well enough during his first contract to receive a 4-year, $24 million deal from the Chargers, $13 million of which was guaranteed, earning him a whole lot of his namesake.
All right. Dave, we'll check it.
Weird Al Iafredi has checked in. 41 eggs, you win. You can talk it out.
Okay, I was a little confused. I had my years mixed up, but no, Trevon Boykin, TCU and Seattle Seahawks legend, was not one of these.
So on the radio the other day, they had wondering where he was, and he definitely was playing in the Mexican Football League. So that's
he's still putting out crazy highlights.
Yeah.
So the 3rd overall pick was Trent Richardson, Mr. No Vision himself. And then
he had a good season. He
did have a good season. And then Jim Irsay, rest in peace, said, "Give me that guy for a 1st round pick."
But at least they did nothing with it.
They I said Manziel at first, but if it's Trent Richardson, then that means 22 is Brandon Weeden. And then once I finally reread the question, because I was hyper focused on that, I was like, oh, his namesake from Miami, little guy, Travis Benjamin. So we'll check in officially with Richardson and Weeden for 100 points.
All right, and for the last time, Weird Al Iafredi, what is your answer?
Yeah, Josh wants me to give the answers, but he had all 3 of them, and he put them in the main chat for everybody to see. Yeah, it's all 3 of them, but we'll check in with Richardson and Weeden. Dallas Cowboys legend, Brandon Weeden.
Yeah, the correct answers are Trent Richardson, Brandon Weeden, and Travis Benjamin. Way to go, you 4. Benjamin last played for the San Francisco 49ers in 2021. Richardson last played in Mexico for the Codillos de Chihuahua and was labeled as, quote, the biggest signing in Mexican pro football history.
Wait, biggest how?
Well, it's not Eddie Lacy, so that's
not Jared Lorenzen. They obviously didn't sign Jared Lorenzen.
And my fun fact about Brandon Weeden is he is 41.
That's it?
That's all I could find.
I was gonna say Jerry Jones loved him because he remembers watching him play when he was growing up.
He was like 40 when he came out into the. He hasn't aged a minute.
A classic Brandon Weeden old joke.
Chris Winky's
even though Chris Winky walked so Brandon Weeden can run.
Hobble.
The
game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. With 560 points, we have 41 eggs, you win. And our clipboard captains of the game who are receiving the coveted Taylor Algersma Award, who you should absolutely be watching on Packers preseason with a score of 825 points is Weird Al Iafrate. So hopefully I didn't do too rough of a job, but we'll start off with Marcus and Eric Walling. Why don't you give your parting words?
Look, I think we were robbed. Maccabee clearly was in the running for the 1981 NBA Rookie of the Year. Obviously, his below the rim play just didn't quite take him over the top, but I mean, I can't think of something David would have been more excited for than someone with that name. So,
yeah, this was great. Great first game, Dave. It'll get easier and better because I still get anxiety when I write and or host games, which was why we have many people that enjoy doing that, and I am perfectly fine just chilling in the cut because it stresses me out more than coaching a bunch of high school kids. So great job. I want to shout out the Buffalo Bills, the Dolphins, and the New York Jets. Because in that same draft in 2012, before the Seahawks selected Bobby Wagner, they drafted Cordy Glenn, Jonathan Martin, Stephen Hill. The Chiefs took Jeff Allen. Chicago Bears got Alshon Jeffrey. He was pretty good. And the Philadelphia Eagles took Michael Kendricks. And then we got to take Bobby Wagner, who's still playing, even though he's not very good anymore. I get it, but it's fine. So anyways,
He's fine. He's
shouts.
fine. All right, Eden, Josh. Any last parting words?
I'll keep this short and sweet. There's only one Dave that did a bad job today, and he's not even here. It's so yeah. I didn't know you could get fired when you weren't here, David Lux, but sorry. No, Dave, thanks for coming, joining the team. Great job on your first game, and there's plenty of spots open for you to just snag more hosting spots because they're there.
Yeah, I will say too, I wasn't originally scheduled to host, so this was kind of haphazardly thrown together as well. So I'll make sure to clear this up. Honestly, it got a lot better when I started not caring. And
it does
usually how things work. So
that is the key. Just don't care. Yeah. But we all care, listeners. We really do.
Yeah, Mark.
So Dave, currently as of right now in recording Sunday night, Taylor Elgersma or whatever you said, he's still on the Packers team. Is he going to make the 53?
He will 100% take over Sean Clifford's third string spot.
Shut your mouth about Sean Clifford. Penn State. God.
Legend?
God.
No, God. Jeez. Wow. Well, hey.
800 career starts at Penn State. He was a god.
Is anyone else excited about the Vikings' new backup quarterback who grew up a Vikings fan?
Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz.
It's not Sam Howell. What?
No, they traded him and actually got something for him. So he's going to be he's the Eagles' backup quarterback now.
Ugh. Wait, the Eagles have 45 quarterbacks.
No, the Eagles have Tanner McKee. They shut him down.
Yeah, because
Jerry would have given you a fourth rounder.
Effed up hand or something.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Jerry would have given
so
you
he'll
Micah
be there
Parsons.
Sam will be there for a little while, and then he'll get cut when McKee is healthy.
No, he's good, man. He's good. He's so good that Ryan Grubb said, "You know what? Playing the Packers on Monday Night Football, let's bring Sam Howell cold off the bench and have him throw 18 passes in a row because I'm a f***ing idiot and I don't know how to call plays." That's what he did, and now he doesn't have a job. So there you go.
I'm just gonna keep
Thank
my
you,
fingers.
Sam Howell.
I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that JJ McCarthy stays healthy and is as good as he has looked. That's all I'm hoping for. Dave, welcome to the crew officially on audio. You've been obviously for a little bit of time on the chats with us and all that, and just keep having a good time and host when you want and all that good stuff. It's hosting does get easier the more you do it. Although Marcus might still disagree with that statement. He's I'm not sure. But yeah.
Well, thank you. And thank you guys for being a part of this first episode. Thank you, all of the Benchwarmers, for allowing me to jump on in. And yes, thank you, David, for reviewing that, for that questions, all those questions. Cause yeah, I did want to make sure I had that before I even attempted to do this. So, and he did, he left a lot of great comments that I was able to switch up. So thank you, David. On behalf of Ede, Walling, Marcus, and Josh, as well as myself, we'd like to say thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
And there it is. It's a wrap.
He did it. Guys,
Right,
he did
stop recording.
You know who
don't
didn't do
win.
it? David.
it. You know who else didn't do it?
OJ.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones did it. Oh, well,
OJ,
yeah, OJ
definitely didn't do it.
Definitely.
He's still looking for the killers.
So wait.
He's checking out hell for the.
That's
the
why he
killers
died.
right
He
now?
died to find the killers.
We can be one of two things. It's either in a universe where Trevor Lawrence is good or OJ didn't do it. You got to pick one.
OJ didn't do it. That's the world I want to live in.
Hold on. I still loved Walling's response of, he died so he could find the killers,
Yes.
which still says that OJ was a piece of shit to go to hell even after he died. But he's not that big of a piece of shit.
He did
Are
rob
we
that
sure
guy.
about that?
He
Are
did
we
hold
sure
a guy
about
up
that?
in a hotel room in Vegas.
I miss his Twitter account.
No, the most diabolical tweet of all time. I cried laughing for 20 minutes. Was when it was Halloween, and it just goes from like a pool over to him. Hey guys, it's OJ Mahomes, and he was dressed like Patrick Mahomes, and he had the little wig on, and I was like, "What fresh hell is this?" I was like, "We're cooked as a society." Hey everybody, it's OJ Mahomes.
Little did you know it was going to get much, much worse. as a
Yeah,
society.
unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Anyway, maybe we should stop the recording, huh?
Oh God, it's still going.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes.
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at BenchwarmersTP.